Wrong room, damn it. This is where we sleep. That's some climb. I prefer the lower bunks.
Yeah, I think I might prefer to be on the bottom, too.
I want to sleep up there, but I can't reach it.
That's what the ladder is for, you idiot.
Hey, Georgie, I gotta make a onesie.
It's too late. Just go to sleep.
You do realize you're directly below me, right?
Okay, Shin, how about we switch beds?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Whatever happened to you going to use the restroom, Shin?
Oh, no, I don't have to go anymore. But if you feel nature calling you, don't worry about getting up, because it's not dripping on me at all.
Ew, I thought he'd just been sweating a lot. Get back up here.
But that's the pee bunk. Oh, you guys want to hear a scary story I heard on TV?
Sure, I'm game.
A bedtime story? Yeah.
No.
Once there was this boy man who turned into a giant wolf man or some kind of cat, but it was all just a movie, so he walked his chick home and he danced past the cemetery, and they all came alive and he was a zombie, but then it was just a nightmare, and then the chick goes home with Michael Jackson.
Wow. So that is bringing us back to the spirit of 2006, because Discotek Media will soon be releasing Shin-chan on standard definition on Blu-ray. And that's going to be the whole thing, the complete Funimation adapted version, all 78 episodes that they did, with many extras and outtakes from the Funimation release. Folks on the call, who are those voices we're hearing? Those are some pretty famous voices now, right?
Yeah, we've got Laura Bailey as Shin-chan, correct? Who's
Yep,
very famous now.
Laura Bailey from Critical Role played Shin-chan? Wow.
Yep.
So this will be a 2-disc standard def on Blu-ray set. Not with subtitles, but with closed captions for the hearing impaired. And the widescreen episodes in this set were actually encoded in widescreen. Was that an issue with the earlier set that came out?
Yeah, so on the DVDs that Funny released back in the day, they encoded them as letterboxed 4x3. So when you watch them on a flat screen, you get a whole like window, and that's kind of annoying. So we encoded them properly in widescreen. It changes from 4x3, the full frame, to the widescreen around the halfway point of the series. It's still standard def, as you know. This show was like all edited on tape. You know, and then they edited them on video, or they did made a bunch of digital edits and stuff. Back in that day, changed a bunch of text and things, added some stuff to make it, more. I don't want to say suitable, because it's not.
I think heavily localized is what you want.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks.
Completely written with the comedy stylings and references of the day.
Yeah, the Adult Swim Stoner Hour. Comedy. In designing the packaging for this, which I forgot to send to Mike, I had the discs 1 and 2 are number 1 and number 2, and you could think about what that means.
Yeah, what an artifact of like mid-2000s anime culture in North America. That's pretty cool.
I will say not all the extras from the old DVDs made it in, probably because we're not allowed to use that stuff. It's strictly the stuff that has to do with the English dub that we could include. So
all right,
the majority of stuff is there.
So hey folks, what day is it?
It's Discotek Day.
It's Discotek Day. That's right, Brady. And welcome everyone to the Discotek Media Industry Panel for Otakon 2025. We are pre-recording this so you can enjoy this at the same time we're presenting it in person at Otakon. So to the online audience, hello, strap in, get ready, because we're going to have some fun. So let's go over our agenda real quick. We're going to do our ceremonial clap along to Every Night by To Live and Die in LA. That's our theme song for the Discotek Media label. We already did that part. Good job, everyone. Then we're going to make some introductions. We're going to make some introductions, and then we're going to talk for just a minute on 20 years of Discotek Media, because that is how long the company has been around, bringing DVDs and Blu-rays to you. As part of the program, we've got 10 licensing announcements, so we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. Then we'll make some conclusatory statements, and then we're going to keep going for a bit after that sainted hour of talk, because we're going to have some bonus content just for the online audience only. But first of all, let's all introduce ourselves, starting with David.
All right, so I'm assuming that this is like in order, so I'm the guy like with the funny pose.
Yeah, you're the guy striking the pose.
Cool. So I'm David. As many of you know, I am a producer for most of Discotek's titles. I work specifically under Media OCD as Justin Savakis' company. He is not here today, but he will be in person.
This is kind of an alternate universe panel, kind of.
This is an alternate universe where I'm here, but Justin's not, because at the actual panel, he will be there, but I will be not. So I will be playing the role of Justin Savakis today. I hope I can bring enough wit to the table, although I feel I am not up to the challenge.
All right. How about you, Mark?
I'm Mark. I do the quality control, the most of the social media stuff, including the beloved clues, and I also pop up to help with any number of other things that need helping with.
Fantastic. I wanted to point out that that your silhouette to the right of David's, you're facing the opposite direction to everyone.
Yeah, I like mine. It's T-posing, but lazier.
All right, Brady.
Oh, hi, I'm Brady Hartle. I'm a producer, product, graphic designer. I do a little bit of everything. I also work on some of our dubs, produce those as well. I have a sort of a jack of all trades kind of position here at Discotek. And I'm apparently in a suit jacket, dressed nicer than I've ever been in my life. So
Yeah.
hats off.
You're wondering what you're doing with everyone, and as for me, I'm the umpire. I'm Mike Toole. I'm an occasional contributor to Discotek's commercial projects. You see me pop up here and there on certain Blu-rays. You might hear my voice in an asset we're going to go over this evening. But beyond that, I'm the live events guy. Anytime we need to do a big panel like this at Otakon or our winter panels, I'm the guy that puts that together, and I'm happy to do it. So that's us. Like I said, Discotek has been happening for 20 years, and I've been over this before. Their first DVD release ever was Zero Woman, Red Handcuffs. Their first anime release ever was Animal Treasure Island, and it all started in Florida. And it was a couple of business partners who realized they had enough money to actually license anime themselves, and that's really all it took. Just that one single idea and impetus, and it caught on. It was pretty cool. Fans immediately took notice of this new label's carefully selected and really, obsessively presented offerings. And now Discotek is bigger and better than ever. We release anime, we release tokusatsu, we release live action films, we release Western cartoons, all sorts of stuff. We are the largest independent label by volume, by the number of releases we put out there for Japanese animation on Blu-ray in North America. So I think that's something to celebrate after 20 years. And let's keep this celebration going. So here we go. Now, I'm going to have a few quotes in here on the nature of collecting, just to set the mood. So the whole point of collecting is the thrill of acquisition, which must be maximized and maintained at all costs. So I won't be there to see it, but I want to know, just chat. Put in the chat the number of DVDs and Blu-rays you have in your collection. So Mark, you're going to be monitoring the chat, right? So you're going to see the waterfall, the cascade of verifying numbers, right?
I may be monitoring the chat because posting everything on social media at the same time.
Right, he's got double duty.
Oh boy.
My own collection, I lost track around many years ago at 1,500 or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
mine
a
must
couple
be that
hundred,
big.
but
Mine must be that big.
I'm somewhere in that neighborhood.
I have 30 DVDs of Bobobo in Japanese somewhere.
Well,
There's 2
that's
episodes
right.
of Japanese DVD.
Yeah, that'd be like that.
So to plow through the history lesson, to conclude it, I specifically wanted to talk about Discotek at Otakon because we've been doing industry panels since 2015. And these are the title slides of all the panels. And at 2015, our big announcements were Magic Knight Rayearth and the Castle of Cagliostro. And it's interesting that we bring up the Castle of Cagliostro because we have something that's kind of related to that we wanted to show you. So we're going to show you this clip real quick.
Beautiful day. Whoa!
Yeah! What the?
Get in!
Who are we helping? There she is!
The girl! Chicken, that should be our next job. That's the castle of the Regent Count Cagliostro.
Lupin, you've broken into that castle before?
You'll see. I'll have that petty little thief of yours flayed and quartered.
If you're in pursuit of Lupin, you can mobilize, right?
He ran off with a tremendous prize in his hands.
This? It's just an old ring I found. Maybe it's worth something.
Your ring will become one with mine.
infamous womanizer. Be careful.
You scared? That's wonderful.
I shall skewer you.
Take your best shot.
Let's start this party. Finally, my Zantetsuken has got something meaningful. With light and shadow as one once more, it shall surely be restored. That's touching, but you're going away now.
Oh, really? You think it'll be that easy to get rid of me?
It was nice of you to drop in.
You just gotta believe in the thief.
Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro, now with an exclusive steelbook and an all-new English dub featuring the classic voice cast from Discotek Media. Believe in the thief. All over again.
All right, I think I recognize that voice.
Yeah, who was that voice?
Some very expensive
Sounds
voiceover. Some very expensive voiceover there, guys.
Pay him twice as much.
I spared no expense.
So a steelbook, huh? Pretty cool.
Steelbook, yeah. This was a long time coming, but very cool. We were able to get this really cool artwork of Lupin and Clarice and Zenigata in the gyrocopter. This is a brand new Blu-ray. If you have the UHD, it's essentially everything on the UHD. So the updated subtitles, the newer features we had on there that were added to the UHD are all back on the on this version, with the addition of an all-new English dub starring the cast of the much-loved cast of Tony Oliver, Richard Epcar, Michelle Ruffin, Lex Lang, and Doug Erholtz.
Oh goodness, I left Lex off there. I'm gonna fix that in post.
The much-loved cast, directed by Richard Epcar. This has been under wraps for a while. Been working on it, but finally we've got all the approvals through, and it's coming very soon. And the steelbook, yes, it will be exclusive to the Crunchyroll store. It's very cool. There's artwork on the inside as well. I think Mike's got.
We're gonna show the specific extras.
Yeah.
First, because we can't always mention the extras in detail here. They're not always approved, but these have been approved, so we're allowed to talk about them.
Yes.
And my God, look at all of them.
That's a lot.
That's kind of a lot, isn't there?
Yes, there's a ton, and there's it says art gallery, and it's multiple art galleries, tons of translation notes. It is a lot, and the good thing about this version is it's sort of upgraded from the UHD, and so it has you can actually step through it like a normal Blu-ray liner notes and stuff. So it's a lot easier to get through as well.
And real quick, we're not gonna go over the parade of names because that would take too long. But the dub fans, we are gonna show off. This is the complete cast of voices that you will hear in this brand new dubbed version. Some pretty cool names playing the supporting characters. I like Jameson Price as Count Cagliostro. It's such a recognizable voice there.
Oh, he's excellent. So is Clarice Jeremy. She's awesome. Richard really picked some really good voices for all this stuff, and it's a hard thing too because this has been dubbed twice before. So
yeah,
but
and they're both very good dubs for very different reasons. So aside from getting the classic voices, they got to try some new stuff. Now we're gonna also show off the crew because you and Reed, our good old Lupin III expert Reed Nelson, produced this. So can you say a few words about that real quick?
So when this was presented to us, it was really sort of daunting because it's already had two really good dubs, and it's we really wanted to produce a dub that was as faithful to the original Japanese as possible without being obviously stilted, right? So before we even sent this over to Richard, we really went through and kind of tried to hone like what lines worked and didn't, and we sort of had our pass on it, and then Richard did his own pass on it as well, and it's very close and very reverent to the original Japanese, but also natural sounding, so it's not like stilted or whatever. It's there are nods to the old dubs in there. There are some lines that are the same that we thought were sort of iconic. There's some that are similar but sort of changed to be more authentic to the original script. It's based on the subtitle script that Shoko Ono did for when we first released this. So Very reverent, very fun, and if you love that cast, they gave it their all. They really, really.
The dub came out really good.
Awesome.
To hear
So
that.
you can say that I can't. I'm too close to it.
No,
But they've-
it came out really nice. It sounds good. Everyone, even the new character, new in air quotes, added in for the movie, sound good. And God, I actually really love the packaging. Honestly,
It looks fantastic. Kudos.
Yeah,
Brady.
so
Thanks.
this is what you sent over to me. It looks, you know, there are some guides that are still left in because I think this was a version you had prepared for print. But it looked to me like this is going to be the kind of steelbook where there's sort of a vellum cover and then you slip that cover off, and this is the actual steelbook. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. So it's like PET PET or like a plastic. So it's
Okay,
a slip,
yep.
And you slip it off, and then it has this underneath.
Again.
It's just that the text and everything is on the slip, as well as like the rings and stuff. So it's really cool.
And you open up the steelbook, and this is what you got.
You got Jigen and Lupin, Jigen and Lupin, sorry.
Yeah.
Sitting on the car, smoking.
And of course the disc.
With the ring. Oh, it's cool how you had it sort of spinning.
Yeah. Well, you left the guidelines in, so I knew exactly where to place it. And so this is what you're going to get when you go out looking for this. So be on the lookout. That's coming in 2026. Lupin III Steelbook Castle of Cagliostro, exclusively from the Crunchyroll store. So let's motor on. In 2016, our big announcement was the Fatal Fury movie on Blu-ray. In 2017, our big announcement was Robot Carnival on Blu-ray, and you can see the slides. I was kind of going for a standard style for a few years. In 2018, we had Kimagure Orange Road and Giant Robo, and this is when, looking back, I realized we didn't do the whole Sucker Punch big announcement at the end back in those days. We wouldn't develop that for another year or two. In 2019, our probably most notable release there, and a whole slew of really good ones, was our first 4K Space Adventure Cobra.
You mean Castle of Cagliostro isn't a whole brand new dub? Isn't our Sucker Punch announcement? Ooh.
No, it's not.
Well, it's not.
We led with that, is what we did.
Think about that.
Because that's how we do it.
It's so weird to look at this, because these are all covers that I designed, and it makes me realize that I've worked for Discotek for 12 years. I think Justin is even a little bit more than me. So
since the beginning.
Blast from the past.
We're only halfway there. 2020 was when we started putting a big trailing announcement at the end, and our first one, this was actually at Anime Lockdown, because there wasn't an Otakon that year, and we did not participate in the online Otakon. But yeah, the Urusei Yatsura movies in 2020. In 2021, of course, Gunbuster.
I think this is where we first started to do the big
we first really were just like, let's put something as big as possible at the end, not just a little something extra, you know.
Did you say the big gun busters?
The big gun busters of announcements, you know.
2022 Urusei Yatsura TV. Of course, we've since released the entire classic franchise on Blu-ray. 2023, the Digimon movies, which was particularly notable because immediately following was a screening of the movies, which was also a surprise.
I don't think you guys actually announced it at the panel. I think you made everyone go into the other room and do it.
Yeah, and this was when I was not there. I was at the World Cup, so I had to do a little message. And of course, last year it was Kite, the Integral edition. Something cool. So this is kind of the history of Discotek at Otakons. But let's get back to the announcements, because we've got plenty more to do. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at another thing that has never been released on home video in English before. Let's get us another clip.
Not only is it set in the Amazon, he's telling you where you can purchase it as well.
What I like about this one is it just seems very obvious to me that for Kamen Rider Amazon, the planning committee were just sitting there like, what do kids love these days? I know, Tarzan. So why don't we combine that with Kamen Rider?
It's an interesting, like, kind of weird stepchild of the franchise. I guess people like it now.
Another classic Kamen Rider coming to Blu-ray with some of the same similar great extras you've seen before, like interviews with the cast, a new essay by our Tokusatsu expert pal Mike Dent, and of course a vintage commercial for the Kamen Rider Amazon belt.
Yeah, once again, Mike really brought a lot of good stuff, a lot of good artwork, and his essays are always on point. It has like everything you want to know about the production of the shows, so they're really good stuff to read if you're interested in this kind of stuff.
He really goes nicely this time into the different action and feeling the show has.
For sure.
Great. Well, and with this announcement, I just wanted to point out, I love to get to toot our own horn on this stuff, because there are some other publishers who are also releasing Kamen Rider stuff, and we're excited about that and excited for them. But let me just be the one to say that Discotek Media now has more Kamen Rider releases on Blu-ray than the other guys do. We're leading the pack. We're setting the industry standard. That's what we love to do here at Discotek. And don't get us wrong, the other guys are still cool too. And another thing, we have a whole Tokusatsu label. Just to remind you, Tokusatsu fans know you guys have been buying the releases. It's awesome, but we've got a bunch of the Metal Hero shows and a bunch of newer Tokusatsu ensemble shows. And we release lots of Tokusatsu now, so please print in the newspaper that we release lots of Tokusatsu now, because it's going to be a mainstay going forward. We think it's a great genre, and we're going to keep on going.
God, I love all of the logos that Doug made. By the way, they're all cool.
Yep, they're all great.
Yeah, all the packages, so good, so eye-catching, great stuff. And in addition to Tokusatsu, we love us some Western cartoons. We love the interesting cartoons of the 90s, and we've brought a whole bunch of them to standard definition on Blu-ray, because that's the best way to preserve shows from that era that do not have high definition masters. So let's go ahead and announce another one. Here's a clip.
There it is, folks. What Ian James Corlett describes as the best worst theme song, because it's a earworm.
I love Mega Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was so annoying at first. But the more you listen to it, the more it gets stuck in your head.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's super fun. This is a release I was working on for a while. It's all 27 episodes of the US TV series in standard def. It has also new from not on the DVD. It has actual English captions for the hearing impaired. What we also have is in the previous release, DVD releases, episode 1. I guess what happened is it was converted to NTSC badly from a PAL master, and it was slower than it should be. In fact, it ran like 26 minutes versus like the 22 it should. We actually managed to find the proper speed version of episode 1, and that's included here and cleaned up a bit. Oddly enough, it was like from a Japanese release, surprisingly. It's the only place it's ever been released properly. So we were able to get that master and present it here. There are a ton of bonus materials for this. We have a new capture of the pitch pilot, which has been seen online, but this is probably the cleanest it's looked. It's still from a VHS tape, but it's cleaner and higher quality. It's not bit starved and it's not watermarked. There is scans of the original press kit, which has a lot of press releases and a lot of crazy stuff. Something I learned about this show is that at the time this aired, it was the #1 syndicated cartoon, only second to Baby Huey or something like that. And this aired contemporary to Dragon Ball, and this like blew Dragon Ball out of the water. The original Dragon Ball. There's TV commercials, the syndication commercials. There's a toy commercial. There's a bunch of art galleries, which include like the pitch Bible, promo art for that pitch. We've got model sheets. We've got key art. We've got a gallery of all the merchandise. We've got like the press kit also has stuff like the merchandising catalog, the series Bible. Like we got a ton of stuff on this. And to top it all off, we've got a commentary with the voice of Mega Man, I and James Corlett, for 2 episodes. He and I sit down and watch the very first and last episode, and we talk Mega Man, and we talk we talk about cartoons of that era with him, as well as stuff he was in, and he talks about what it was like to record cartoons in the '90s in Canada and how that sort of started. So it's a pretty interesting commentary.
That's excellent.
And the packaging is based on the classic NES Mega Man stuff.
And the external wrap is you had pointed out to me. It's a little distressed, but if you don't like that look, if you can flip it over and it's printed clean on the inside.
Yeah, so you got the clean in there, and this is the disc is the classic NES cart. In fact, this is my cart of Mega Man 3 that I scanned that I've had since I was a kid. So
that's so funny.
A little bit of lore there.
Let's take a real quick look at a promo commercial you threw at me.
Blasting out of the 21st century comes Mega Man, a super warrior robot combating the evil robots of the notorious Dr. Wily. Suit up with Mega Man each week as he joins forces with Rush, his faithful Robo-Dog, and Roll, his robotic sister, as they battle Dr. Wily's Superbot villains, Proto-Man, Guts-Man, Cut-Man, and all his other evil creations. Don't miss Mega Man, the superhero of the 21st century.
So I have a bin of 30 tapes, VHS tapes, and I knew I had that on one of those tapes, and I had to go through them and find that commercial and all the commercials. But that's from like my actual recordings from when I was a kid. I found that, so
excellent,
pretty fun.
Great find. And you've got all this great key art. This is stuff from the extras gallery. I particularly like the pictures of Rush because that's a fun character. Yeah. I had to include this. This is the eye catch from when Mega Man is going to a commercial break. Recently, Mega Man has debuted on streaming in Japan, and Japanese fans have been fascinated with it. There was one Japanese fan who like posted a picture of this and was just like, "This picture of Rush really gets on my nerves." Yeah, man, I can relate.
Yeah. This is actually apparently rather popular in Japan too. We actually we sent them the masters for this, and we were surprised they put it out with subtitles in Japanese. It's crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of Mega Man fans helped me with this. They're all credited. Proto Dude especially helped me gather all this stuff together. But we got a lot of really good stuff for this cartoon.
Nice. This is something that you never see is Western style storyboards, because Japanese storyboards are vertical and usually have 4 or 5 frames. Western storyboards are almost always like this. They have 3 frames and a whole bunch of room for captions and directions underneath. So that's cool.
If you bought our Street Fighter as well, the whole entire opening is in the same format, scanned as well, like that.
I love the big eyebrows on the toy.
Oh yeah, God, these toys are cool. These toys are awesome. Yeah, and here's just a bunch of the.
That was a great toy line.
Oh yeah. Really cool gimmicks.
The press kit, including the deep lore, the apocrypha about just precisely how it was doing in syndication.
Yeah, there's there's all the ratings of all the cartoons that aired at the same time, and it's really quite interesting to know like how popular this was.
And here's the front page from the series Bible.
Oh yeah, this is too, and I don't think this has ever been released out there. This specific press kit, I'm sorry, series Bible, and this is an early series Bible. Before they made it into the more teenage Mega Man. So there's designs of the original kind of designs, but this is still the same story.
In fact, some of these designs famously surfaced a while ago.
Yeah.
And we were able to include them in the extras gallery.
Yeah. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool, high resolution images of what a piece of history, man. This is so cool.
Yeah, I was very happy we were able to include all this stuff, which is very fun.
All right, well, so that is the ultimate SD on Blu-ray release of the US Mega Man cartoon.
Yes, and I will say one more thing: if you love the games, you'll probably like the menu for this one. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll say like the Street Fighter one, it's an interactive menu.
David really worked hard. Yeah, David really worked hard to make it even more cool, and I appreciate him taking the time to do all the programming and stuff. And Justin helping him.
It ended up being really worth the effort.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. We are going to go on to our next bit of the program. I want to point something important out. Discotek Media is not an adult video company, okay? We're not in the business of corrupting young minds and releasing smut. It just so happens that we do that from time to time. We just release some spicy stuff sometimes. And just as a reminder, you cannot buy these ones, Kite and Urotsukidoji, Legend of the Overfiend. You can't get them at the Crunchyroll store. They don't carry the spicy stuff anymore, so you'll have to go elsewhere. But we have a trailer for another adult-oriented thing. Let's have a look. So, that is the sequels of the Overfiend. All of the sequels and spin-offs to Urotsukidoji. That is a whole ton of good stuff. So
there was way too much here to keep track of.
Yeah.
The TLDR is that Urotsukidoji was a mess, even from the beginning.
So let's kind of go into that real quick because we had a whole page of notes. So every one of the sequels that came out had both an OVA and a feature cut, right?
Be sure to pay attention. There's a quiz at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, this will be on the test.
Yeah, everything except 5 had alternate versions, and we made sure they're all on the disc and in sub-menus so it's easy to keep track of.
Even when it was released over here, they wouldn't be consistent with what they put out. They dubbed sometimes a movie version, sometimes an OVA version. Some of the stuff came out with Japanese audio, but no subtitles, strangely enough. So this is the first time everything will be released under one umbrella with everything subtitled, most of it for the first time, and with every English version that exists up to this point. That includes the first time Urotsukidoji 5, the final chapter, will ever be released at all in the US. That was never released here before.
All right.
Yeah, we also set up to make it easy to watch, where sub-menu for OVA, sub-menus for movies, and then English dubbed sub-menu, just to make it easy for everyone to find what they're looking for. You don't have to worry about toggles or anything like that.
This had to be one of the most complicated discs we've ever done.
Just
in terms of the scale of how much there is.
The first time I saw the menu, I just went, "Why?"
Yeah.
And no film reels unearthed for this one, unfortunately. No super clean video masters.
No.
Yeah, it has to be in standard def.
This had to be SD. There's no other film that we know of that exists for any of this. Even the movies. So everything's standard def. It's on one Blu-ray. And
Wow, what a collection! And make sure when you order it to pre-order it from someplace like Amazon. While we're on the subject of where to buy Discotek, I do want to clarify. You can get a lot of our releases at the Crunchyroll store. You can get many more of them from the Media OCD store from our friend Justin and also you, David, I guess. And,
and me.
Yeah, another recent partner that we've linked up with, I wanted to highlight, is Diabolic Discs. They release cult cinema from all over the world, and they have been carrying our releases, so thank you to them. And of course, you can get a whole range of our products on Amazon. So if you want to order stuff online, these are some of the places that you can do that. So check it out.
I say this
No,
every time too. If you
Mhm.
want to support an up-and-coming company selling anime and you don't want to go to the big Amazons or Crunchyrolls, check out the Media OCD store, please.
We
I
have
make no money off of saying,
Urotsukidoji.
yeah. Well,
That's
I
right.
make no money in saying that, but
Mhm.
I like I like there being choices. I don't like people being railroaded into one place to buy things, and
For sure.
I know Justin hopes to keep expanding the store.
All right. So what I want to do next is pose a little question to chat. What is an anime that you've wanted on Blu-ray for years, a classic that you have been hoping would return? Now, I'd like to pause for a long second so people could log their answers, but we don't really have that kind of time. I'm gonna show you the clip in a second, but I guarantee you that someone in the chat is calling this one out. So let's have a look.
Can I see your nipples? Oh, just joking. Huh? I hear the sound of a woman screaming! What's going on, ma'am?
Who unplugged my file server?
Yes!
Oh, thank you so much for turning it off for me!
Me! It was I!
What the hell would you do that for? Why would you erase the program we've been working on for 3 months? It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow! What's wrong with you?
Didn't you take any notes? I always write important stuff in my special notebook. You see? It's simple.
Our server backs up everything automatically unless some idiot unplugs it!
Why'd you do that for?
What you destroyed was worth much more!
Those were my notes. Those notes were more valuable than my life. Money can't replace that kind of knowledge. Those notes were priceless. Ah! Oh, shit!
Still makes me laugh after all these years, man.
That last line always gets me. It's so
Doug was born to play that character perfectly. Like,
but when I had to put together a clip for this, I knew exactly what it was going to be.
So how about that? After all these years, we got Golden Boy on Blu-ray, and not a lot of excavation required for this, like Urotsukidoji. It's not that complicated. It's 6 OVA episodes. But Blu-ray, how about that? So that's an upscale, right?
Right.
Yes, it's upscaled from existing masters. There just isn't anything for Golden Boy anymore, and this is the way to get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, and you guys have warned me during development of this this deck. You know, fans should not get their hopes up about this upscale. I don't know, man. It looks pretty all right to me. It looks a little soft, but what can you expect?
It doesn't. It's not that it looks soft. At times, it's just rough. There are times when they interlaced it not quite the way you'd expect, and
it's a little blendy. It's a little blendy, and it's not. When you watch it, it's not really that bad. It's just on the actual masters. It's not anything we can control.
Yeah, there's nothing to fix.
But there is something real special.
Yep.
And that is the new commentary with Doug Smith, the voice of Kintaro, who also happened to design the cover for this release.
Well, not only did he design the cover for this, he designed the VHS covers at ADV back in the day.
He explains how this happened in the commentary, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if you ever wonder, because like he was never a very prolific voice actor. He's done some work from time to time. He was in Bee and Puppy Cat a couple of years ago because the director and creator of that really liked him.
Yeah, well, he's a very awesome dude. Like he's always been really nice. Even when I was just a fan, he was super nice to me because he would. I mean, he's an artist and he would have tables at conventions, and he was always super great to me.
Yeah, the commentary kind of goes into that a little bit and how. He got into the whole voice acting thing with Golden Boy and, how he felt about, being approached by fans at cons and years after and how, it kind of caught him off track and stuff. It's a good commentary.
It's very cool. But yeah, he did that stuff. And I think it's awesome that we were able to get him to do the cover for this and also do a commentary.
Yeah,
it really went full circle,
Yeah, it's heartwarming to me that he's that involved in this product to this day. That's really neat.
And if you're a fan of another Discotek property, Blue Seed, see if you can find Kintaro's cameo in the dub for that.
Excellent. Now, let's go on with an important quote on the nature of collecting. Dean Kavanaugh once said, "When you own a work of art, it loses its value immediately." Yeah, that guy's. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let's look at a clip for another upcoming release.
腕が上がってきたようだな。このパイロットは。
はい、次の方。
ケロ？
いたいた。こんなところでサボっていました。ガマ星雲第58番惑星宇宙侵攻軍特殊先行工作部隊隊長、その名もおなじみのケロロ軍曹です。
So that was a good fake out, right? For a split second, you guys all thought we were going to do some kind of Gundam thing, huh? Well, we released like over 350 episodes of these frogs, and that got us wondering. It's like, well, surely there's more. Like, did we do all of them? No, we didn't do all of them, because we are going to release the Sergeant Frog movie collection on Blu-ray. The 358 TV episodes, those were just the beginning. So 5 films in HD in Japanese with subtitles, stereo and 5.1. And David, did you have a quick little story about this one?
Well, as most of you know, Sergeant Frog was one of my first big projects for Discotek, and I was thrown on into the deep end with this. To be clear, I was not prepared. So whenever I see Keroro in my nightmares, it just brings me right back to that. But I do want to say that the 5.1 mix on these are surprisingly really good, aren't they?
The audio is really good, the video is pretty good, and they make like really coherent stories that like you wouldn't expect after seeing the shows. Like they're really good one and done plotted stories.
Yeah, since the first season, my role for Sergeant Frog has changed. That first season really killed me. So it's not as bad as it used to be. But we, as always, sometimes things aren't always our cup of tea, but we do our best knowing that it is somebody's cup of tea. And so we want to make sure that those fans get the best possible result from what our efforts can.
It's very important that we do these well, and also that I send messages to other Discotek staff late at night that there's random quotes from Frog just to see how they react.
Excellent. All right, so yeah, we've got a collection of Sergeant Frog movies coming, because, like you said, David, everything is someone's favorite, and I'm sure
it's also a very rare case of we were very sure we were not going to do these, and we said we weren't, and
somehow they just sort of fell onto our laps.
a rare time when we get to reverse and go, here you go. We know we said no, but
you're right, Mark. We did at one point, even at a panel, say, I don't think we're going to be doing these, and turns out,
surprise,
made liars of us again.
I'm sure people who like the show will really appreciate this.
Well, all right, so just as a data point, real quick, there are a little over 350 Blu-ray releases in print from Discotek Media right now. So that's where we are in the whole the physical media ecosystem. And you know what, folks? Let's make it 351 and look at another clip. Wow. So if you weren't paying attention in the 2000s, you might have just missed this show, Zegapain. And more's the pity if you did, because this is, in my opinion, one of the secret best anime of the 2000s. It is a really, really interesting science fiction epic. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I would agree. The plot is really not what you'd expect, and don't want to spoil anything, but it really goes in some wild paths of what you would expect to see.
Yeah, so this is the entire 26 episode TV series, which is its great own story, but it does also include the 2016 feature film Zegapain ADP, which was not released in English before. And
that one is subtitle only.
Yeah,
but new translation.
Mm-hmm.
And also, people to talk about that film as if it's like a compilation film, and we were surprised to see no, it's a prequel. It's just a full new movie.
Yeah, I mean, it does reuse some footage, if I'm not mistaken, but it's from the point of view of a whole different character, so it's its own thing. And of course, ADP, don't forget that stands for automatic data processing. This is a science fiction movie about a payroll company.
It actually stands for adaptation, I think. But
yeah.
And
a lot of extras, huh?
Yeah, we had to. It's if you remember our release of Scried back a few years ago, that had a full disc with just extras on it. This is the same, where there is an entire disc just dedicated to bonus features. There were so many we couldn't fit them on the TV or the movie disc. So.
Oh, I'm so excited! I know a lot of the fans watching are going to be excited for different things. This is what I'm excited about. So awesome news. And we're going to go straight into our next clip because this is kind of germane to what we're looking at here. So let's have a look at the next clip.
ゲームの始まりだ。二人ともいつ何が起きてもおかしくないんだよ。
俺たちにはなすべきことがある。悪い、俺が先に参っちまって。
嫌よ。二度もあなたに背負わせない。
Now just hang on a minute. Was that more Zegapain?
Why, yes, it was more Zegapain.
I think it was more Zegapain, yes. Because,
and new Zegapain at that.
Yeah, a new movie just came out in Japan last year is going to be coming to Blu-ray too. And an exciting new chapter in Japanese with subtitles. And my favorite part is this movie will be included as part of the Zegapain Complete Collection. You're not going to have to go out and buy an extra Blu-ray months after the fact. It's going to be part of the set.
Yep, so the full thing contains the entire TV show and both of the movies in one 4-disc collection.
Oh, that is killer. All right, so the truth of all collecting is that it distinguishes the moral instinct. The object finally possesses the possessor. Okay, I just want to make it clear that this is not happening to me. I own my possessions. They certainly don't own me. I don't spend hours alphabetizing, sorting them, and assessing their value and keeping them clean and whatnot. And I'm sure you guys don't do that either.
I haven't watched like maybe 75% of what I have.
That's the other curse. It's just like you start accumulating stuff and then not watching it.
Yeah.
So we're heading into the home stretch. So let's talk about real quick our recent releases. We kind of do these in like bi-monthly, almost quarterly waves now. Big sets of releases. So May's releases, we got some good stuff here. The Flame of Rekka Complete Collection, Angel Heart from the City Hunter universe, and my favorite of this slate, the Kikaider 1972 TV series. You can get all of these at your favorite outlets now on disc. And so do you want to keep up on our new releases, even when we're not doing these panels? You can log on to our email list at Discotek Media. And this is your project, right, Mark?
Yeah. We do a newsletter anytime we have new releases announced, new releases come out, or panels like this. We basically just pop up when we have something to say. We don't fill your inbox with them.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. But yeah, if you want something a little stickier than having to check outlets over and over again, this is how to do it. Of course, if you love going on social media and posting, and who doesn't, we have a presence on several channels, including Twitter and Blue Sky and TikTok. And Mark, you also administer a bunch of these portals for us, right?
Yes.
Excellent. In fact, you may be watching along the Twitter stream right now. Okay, so on to our current releases that just came out. All sorts of good stuff here too. Another installment of Kamen Rider, Soul Brain, the Terrifying Girls high school films from the tradition of Pinky violence movies. I love that description. And I think the most notable one here, though, even though it ain't my cup of tea, the incredibly good-looking remastering of Deers in Astro Res. Never looked better.
Yeah, it did, because of the inherent softness to it. It needed to be Astro Res.
Yeah, it needed some help. And now we've got a couple more announcements, and we're going to get back to a franchise that we know a lot of fans in this panel have been waiting for us to talk about, and we're going to talk about it. But first, let's watch the clip.
Agumon, careful!
How can he not see me?
With an eye that big.
The Kuramon are just ignoring us. Where are they all going to?
We left that part up to Davis and the others. Our job is to destroy Diaboromon.
Right. Let's go!
Agumon Warp DNA Digivolve 2!
Gabumon Warp DNA Digivolve 2!
Omnimon!
Kai, get everybody out of here!
Wait, what are you gonna do, Takato?
I'm gonna take care of that thing!
Are you kidding? You can't!
Come back here, you coward!
Pirates here!
Once he's there, we can send him home, but you've got to get off before then.
Okay, we'll leave it to you, Roger. Great news, Yamaki's got a plan.
So who is Roger?
It's kind of a lingo thing.
Why'd you have to bring him into this?
Rika.
I don't trust him. And I certainly don't need his help.
All right.
There it is, finally. Digimon the Movies 2.
Yeah, I
Movies
did
4,
happen
5,
to
and
notice.
6.
Yeah, when we released the first set of movies, there was like a number 1 on the spine, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, what could that mean?
Yeah. I mean, people should hopefully have been able to figure that out, but you never know. You never
Yeah,
know.
we tend to do that anyways for something like this, even if there wasn't going to be more.
I mean, Ursa Yatsura movie 2 came out with a 2 on the spine when we had no rights to anything, so.
That's fair.
Hey, that's just setting the table, right? And now, so these movies, these haven't been available to watch in any form for a minute, right?
Correct. These have
nearly 20 years, actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
these have never been released uncut and subtitled in Japanese language, which they are on this collection. This collection includes the English dubs as well, and the bonus features. We have a bunch of promos and TV spots, as well as a cool art gallery, like the first set. If you have the first set, it's very similar to the first set.
Yeah,
excellent. I just wanted to spotlight how like this lights up the collector part of my brain to put these two artworks next to each other.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Oh, they rhyme. They're in perfect sync. That's so cool.
I agree.
Yeah,
I personally don't. I'm not interested in the movies following the first 3, but man, would that look nice on the shelf?
Yeah, they have all thematically they rhyme. I guess this has it follows the tradition of having the sort of special Digimon as the spine Digimon.
Yeah, I went through a lot to get like the perfect image for the spine.
Yeah, it was a sort of and then we had to explain why we wanted that specific image on the spine too as well. So but we did it and we got this together and it looks really cool, and the disc as well follows the same eye scheme as the other releases and has the movie specific Digimon eye on there.
And let's not forget the inside cover.
Oh yeah,
no, I love having the poster images there for all 3.
Yeah. So another feather in the cap for Digimon fans.
Yeah. Plus, as a little bonus, it's not coming immediately, but it should be a significantly shorter wait than 1 through 3 was once we announced it.
Correct. Yes.
All right. So we've got that, and coming soon, this is our next slate of releases, which should be available to pre-order pretty soon from now.
I believe, don't quote me, I believe Darkstalkers and Mega Man will be available at the show if you're at Otakon.
Oh, we'll have to keep an eye on that and make sure that is highlighted if that turns out to be the case.
Maybe Shin as well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be some nice stuff to look forward to. But this is our October slate, so please look forward to that. And we're at our 1 hour program. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to do a little editing hokey pokey to get us back under an hour, so we're in sync with the live panel. But just some conclusory statements, man. 20 years, huh? How about that?
Phew.
20 years is a pretty long time, huh, guys?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
I had more hair 20 years ago.
Same.
Same.
I was less gray.
I think I had less hair, but in more flattering places. Anyway, moving on. 20 years is not enough. There's still so much amazing anime out there. There's cartoons, there's tokusatsu, there's live action film that need to be released and put out on home video. So we are going to keep the party going for everyone. Anime is super cool. Films and tokusatsu and animation, cool too. And Blu-ray discs, also cool. But man, for me, the coolest of all, it's you guys. It's fans. It's our audience. We're doing this for you. We can't wait to show you the new stuff. So keep at it and just never, ever give up on physical media. All right. So
thank you for playing our media in your Blu-ray players.
Oh, that's a good message. Any final thoughts, Mark or David?
Well, yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't be in the position we're in. So I really appreciate everyone who supports us as well.
And I know everyone likes our discs. I think we need to queue up one more thing they've been asking for, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just to show them how much we appreciate them.
Yeah. Thank you for sticking with us. We got one more trick up our sleeves here.
I think I got one more clip in the chamber. Let's see what I got here.
Anybody's pants soiled.
Wow.
This is where in the room you're gonna have to ask people to calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I predict you're going to be right about that one, Mark. But man, this is something that people have been asking us about every time we talk about new releases for over a decade, at least. But it's finally here. The entire 74 episode series in high definition, in Japanese with subtitles, and including the English dubbed version.
Which, according to you, what you told us, Mike, it wasn't on Netflix.
Yeah, it was not, for whatever reason, it was not available on Netflix when Netflix carried this in North America a year or two ago. I'm not sure if they still have it, but I took the opportunity to rewatch it in Japanese anyway because I hadn't watched it in Japanese before. I enjoyed the dub the first time it came out, but
yeah, hey. this was a Hulu exclusive dub back in the day. I remember watching this. It's such a cool show.
Didn't know that. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, but this is not just around the corner like some of our releases are. It's going to be coming a little bit later in the year, 2026. But wow, look forward to it, huh?
We have yet to really get going on this one. We just wanted to let you guys know.
Yeah, this is one where we just went, okay, perfect time to announce it, even if it'll be a bit of a wait. Just let everyone know it's coming down the road.
Yep.
Save the best news of some very good news for last. All right, but that's our program. That's our 1 hour program. So for people tuning in for that 1 hour, thank you for coming. Now go away. But that's not really the case if you're watching online, which you are, because there's more. There's more. In fact,
Yeah, we really liked doing this last year, so it seemed good time to do it again.
another classic that we are bringing back to disc that was previously only available on DVD. It's Project Arms. Now, I happen to be a fan of the show. I bought this when it originally came out from Viz. So I'm delighted because I think Viz's release of this was on like 18 or 20 DVDs.
Yeah, it was a lot of discs. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is going to be the whole series of rip-roaring action in standard definition. And man, this is a really good show. I feel like this is another action show that people kind of slept on when it first came out.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it until we started working on it, to be honest.
It has some weird Alice in Wonderland inspirations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of allegories and names and other things taken from Alice in Wonderland. And the conceit of it, if you're not familiar with it, is these young people all have different experimental body parts, legs or brain or in the main character's case, arms. Can do unexpected and kind of body horror-ish things. But it's a pure high-octane action series, and it's coming at you pretty soon.
Doesn't the villain have like a really generic name or something, like Gary or something?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. All right, so that's the first of our bonus announcements, and don't you worry, because we got more.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Here's another. We're gonna show off another license rescue with this clip. All right, looks creepy. Looks like
spooky.
Yep, spoopy. Higurashi
Yep.
When They Cry, and this is not one but two sequel seasons to the original are coming out on Blu-ray. So what can you tell us about this, David?
Yeah, so this is the same as when Sentai released them. They also did Kai and Ray after the first show. Like the first show, the subtitles really needed some TL, some translation fixing. So I had a translator go over them, and then I went over them too. So they should be a lot better than they used to be. The original translation was like really stilted, and you could tell it didn't get like an edit pass, you know. So
Right.
I think that with this version, it is a lot better and a lot less convoluted, I guess. But the other thing that's-
So you're saying it got some TLC, some translation love and care?
That's right. But the other thing about Kai specifically, when Sentai released it, there are a few, I want to say some video issues with it. And so we have fixed that, and the show is properly presented in 1080i. I believe that there were some deinterlacing problems, like frame blending and stuff on the old discs. So this is just for Kai. For Ray, it's totally fine. It was totally fine. But
right.
Ours is a new encode with better subs, and so yeah, these will be released separately. They're not going to be put together. But yeah, I look forward to that. I know the first one isn't out yet, so I'm not sure what
these will be
what
coming a
people are
little
going to
later.
think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have these two to look forward to also. So
yeah, Higurashi is something that like I feel like new generations of fans discover every couple of years. So it'll be good to give them an opportunity to own it for themselves. And if you're a super fan, you can buy it again.
And Kai's of interest because it gives all the explanations people want.
Right. It retains the structure of the visual novel, pretty much. The Kageyama gracing our ears.
Seriously.
Yes.
So
I still love the intro to that theme where it's just Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders. Yeah. So this is Zone of the Enders Perfect Collection. This has got both 2167 Idolo and Dolores E or Dolores I rather on there. Both dubbed and subbed. Logan and I went over the subtitles and we tried to make sure all of the translations were sort of updated to be in sync with the games. There are a few things that didn't match, so we fixed all that stuff. We don't have any extras or anything to announce right now. They're all being TBD if there is going to be any at all. The packaging is also not approved yet. We're still waiting to hear back on that. So it'll be a bit for this one, but it's got a lot of cool stuff on there, and it is, I believe, real HD. So it's not an upscale or anything. So it looks pretty cool. It's 4x3, but it looks really cool. This is one of my shows that I worked on somewhat back when I was at ADV. So I ended up working on the packaging for this. So it was a nice full circle. It's a really cool little known series, or even though it's based on a Hideo Kojima game, I think that the anime is not as well known, and it's cool to get this back out there.
Yeah, the game sort of came out of nowhere, and I feel like the anime did too. Especially the TV series. I like the fact that it's about like a middle-aged dude and his adult children. You know, you don't usually see that kind of family unit.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a cool show.
I thought this was going to be a trailer. No, it's our logo reveal. It's setting the table for our next trailer, but I wanted to do the gag of wait, the slides this time are like black and white and minimalist. We have to fix this. Oh, that's better. That's better. Nihon Nights, of course, is our label for live action Asian cinema, and we've got some new offerings coming your way. So let's have a look.
There is a city about to trigger a new style of international action cinema, Bangkok. Here, directors Oxide and Danny Pang are about to give a new meaning to the word dangerous. First Look Pictures delivers a dazzling visual immersion
ทำงานอะไรเหรอ
into a hotbed of crime and revenge. Bangkok Dangerous, winner of the prestigious International Critics Award at the 25th Toronto International Film Festival.
Man, that is a very late '90s trailer for Bangkok Dangerous.
Yeah, my one contribution to this was Justin came to me and asked me if I could figure out the fonts used on the logo because he restored that trailer. And
Okay.
a logo that looks like it came from and did come from 1001freefonts.com. So it was sort of fun to try and figure out what that. I went through 1,000 military stamp fonts to find that exact one. It was such a weird thing to do. But yeah, here we go. This is a very much cooler looking logo and cover here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Bangkok Dangerous, of course, is famous because they did an American remake of it with Nicolas Cage doing one of his great freak out performances. But this was a seriously cool movie. People think of like the cinematic renaissance in Asia as being like a mainly Hong Kong thing and then kind of a South Korea thing. But no, great movies were being made all over the continent in this era.
This is also standard, or sorry, totally the opposite. High definition from and I don't know what materials they had, but they scanned a print or something, and it looks quite good. A lot better than the DVD did.
Yeah, that trailer is based off of the new master, right? Because it looks really good.
That's right.
And also worth mentioning, bit unique. The main character is deaf and mute. Which wasn't something I expected for a high action film.
You're right. Yeah,
that's cool.
That is.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first of, I think up to this point the Nihon Nights label just focused on Japanese film, but this is the first time we're doing a different variety of Asian cinema. So
yeah. And I think it's definitely apropos because if you look back in the history of Discotek Media, one of its earliest live-action releases was a Thai film, and we're bringing it back. So let's look at the trailer for this next one.
มันข้ามโลกมาอาละวาดไม่มีใครหยุดมันได้นอกจากเขาขุนกระบี่สิบชาเขียว กับภารกิจประหลาดที่ไม่มีใครบ้าทำมีทั้งผีมีทั้งระเบิดแล้วยังมีงูยักษ์อยู่วะเนี่ยโอ้โหมันก็เอาตังค์กันเลยนะหนังเรื่องนี้ขุนกระบี่16 ธันวาคม
Yeah, so this is SARS Wars because SARS Wars was the pandemic threat of the 2000s, Bangkok zombie crisis, and this is basically a live-action cartoon. This is
it actually has a really cool animated intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is very, very like campy. If you like camps, then you'll probably enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's a parody. Obviously, the title would suggest that it's a parody of like a Star Wars kind of adventure.
I would go with camp action horror.
Yeah. The first time I actually had a conversation over email, a correspondence with our Discotek Media's Mr. Discotek there, our general manager, it was to get the screening rights for this movie for Katsukon when I was running the video room, and this was a huge surprise. There were more bored people in the room than usual, and like they were amazed at what they saw. So I have some very good memories of this film being in a packed room, laughing our butts off.
This movie's got everything. As you saw, it's got the giant CG snake. It's got a freaky CG baby.
Yep. Yeah, it's got practical effects and squibs, and it has like, it's from that era of like when cheap CG effects really started to come in and people were just trying all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's quite crazy.
And this is real HD, right?
Well, yes, but because it was there's so many digital effects and there's digital animation and all that. It's kind of like hit a brick wall to how good it can look.
Yeah, it's mid OO's digital video, basically.
Gotcha.
All right, and subtitles have been improved. There's a 5.1 audio track and a pack of extras. Sounds like some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I will say, despite it being, as I said, brick walled to how good it can realistically look, it looks significantly better than that old DVD. 20 years since then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and the one thing worth mentioning about the extras, some of the deleted scenes are clearly from like an alternate script in some places. So not sure the story there, but very interesting to see in some places some wildly different changes to the movie.
Excellent.
Cool.
Good stuff. Well, SARS Wars
coming
to Blu-ray.
Yeah, bringing it back full circle. 20 years earlier, and 20 years later, we're bringing it back.
All right. So we're going to get back to some Japanese animation now. As you may know, we have released a number of the classic sports anime franchise, Aim for the Ace, on Blu-ray. The original TV series, the movie, which I always tell people, this isn't like your standard compilation movie. It's all new animation, and it's really something special. And a sequel down the road, Aim for the Ace, Another Match, produced by a bunch of the same staff. Well, turns out we have some more Aim for the Ace to bring to you. And unfortunately, the clip that we have for it cannot get past the YouTube robots.
I did a few clips, and eventually I just threw up my hands and went, nothing's going to get past.
They zap it on site, but just to keep you informed and get you excited, we've got another chapter in the Aim for the Ace saga coming. It is Shin Aim for the Ace, or if you please, New Aim for the Ace. But it's a new match. Shin Aim for the Ace is coming to Blu-ray, and this is the 24-episode remake of the series. The history of this is super interesting. I could nerd out about that. Because the original series was it faltered in the ratings when it was first on, which led them to decide to cancel it. But it was one of those shows in the 70s that got popularity through reruns. And by the middle of the decade, they were like, oh, wait, people actually want this. So they redid it with a new staff, for better or for worse. But this version, it's not a fan favorite necessarily, but it is more faithful to the first story arc of the manga. And that's something that makes it so interesting. But this is another piece of Aim for the Ace, subtitled in English for the very first time and coming on 2 discs.
No, maybe people will rediscover this and rethink their opinion on it. And have fun.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that might be the case. All right, moving on. We got more to show you. Let's keep it going. All right, one thing you need, if you have a Kikaider series, it has to be a bicolored robot with a sweet motorcycle with a sidecar. And that's what we got. Kikaider 01, the sequel to the original Kikaider, is coming, revving and roaring its ways to standard def on Blu-ray, whole series.
Yeah, so, this is one of those ones that Generation Kikaider released way back in the day. And we're bringing it back, baby.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and make the guess that this, unlike the previous one, this one is not in high def. It's in standard def on Blu-ray because they don't have the films, right?
Well,
I
actually,
think they do. They just have not remastered it yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
funny
So
story.
we're waiting on Japan. Got it.
Funny story. They actually ran a poll, like a month ago or so, Toei, Toei Video specifically, asking fans what they'd like to see remastered, and one of those was Kikaider 01. So for a minute there, I was like, oh man, what if this one actually gets remastered and where we have the SDVD coming, and wouldn't that be awkward? But in the end, Kikaider 01 didn't make the polls, and different titles are getting remastered instead for now. So you have this to hold that tide over until they decide in Japan to remaster it for real.
I was going to say Tokusatsu fans can hope for some good news sometime down the road, but if you want to hedge your bets, we got the whole thing for you right here.
One thing of note people notice on the cover that Jiro's there from the original show. He shows up in this a lot more than you'd expect, because a lot of times in more new Toku, someone will cameo once in a while. Here, he shows up a decent bit.
Yeah, the Kikai siblings work together quite a bit. So we got a couple more announcements. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have more to say?
I believe
we got plenty of time.
Yeah, I believe that all, if not the majority, of the extras from that Kikaider Generation Kikaider set are on this one as well. So you won't be missing out any by upgrading.
Excellent. That's great news. So Tokusatsu fans, you got even more to look forward to. Kikaider 01 is coming to Blu-ray. Now, last time we had some more art for this one. We announced the Darkstalkers US TV series, and we can take a little closer look for you, courtesy of some stuff Brady gave me.
Yeah.
Now, first, I want to run this video clip you gave me, because I didn't watch this show closely, so I had no idea what to make of this. This looks kind of like the opening, but with certain key differences. So let's have a look.
Supernatural things, magic and sorcery, they're back. From out of the gloom stalk your worst nightmares. Ghouls, zombies, werewolves, vampires. You can't be sure what lurks out there in the darkness of night.
We're the Darkstalkers!
Chiron, intergalactic collector of planets, wants the Earth, and he's going to get it, even if he has to wake the undead. He summons Dimitri, Lord of the Vampires, to launch a reign of terror, to release a plague of monsters and bring humans to their knees. But other night warriors are on the prowl. Monstrous, awesome contenders with bizarre fighting powers. Immortal creatures locked in battle to decide the fate of the world. It's enough to make your blood run cold.
So yeah, that was the original opening as it aired on Saturday mornings, and then when it went to syndication a year later with Mega Man, they changed it. They just put an animation. I don't know why they did that, but that's what they did. Yeah.
And I wanted to throw this in because this was the artwork that they used for the ADV Films release.
Yeah, and I was there, and I know the inside baseball of this when this was put out, and they didn't have artwork for any of this stuff.
They didn't have anything, right? Yeah. So they did their best, and you improved on that slightly, wouldn't you say?
Just a slightly, yeah. We continued our video game thematic covers. This is all new artwork based on the arcade artwork.
The arcade flyer, right? Yeah.
By my good friend Artist Black, Chris Flores. She did this artwork along with our buddy John Persona Kim did help with this. This is based off the first game cover, and that's sort of the cell sheet or the arcade flyer version, which is the slipcover, and then the inside cover is sort of based on the PlayStation 1 game.
Yep.
And whereas the next one is based on the Sega Saturn cover, American version, and that's based off of Vampire Savior, and that's by my good friend Zone, who did the cover art for this. Funny enough, all drawn in Flash and then exported, which blew my mind.
Oh no, tons of animators still use Flash. Tons of
Yeah.
animators have entire computers that they have to keep air gapped so they will
But-
still run Flash safely.
But I understand they animate in Flash, but drawn in Flash. Like this is just the artwork was just done in Flash, which is crazy to me. Even the background.
It likes the tools. I get it, man.
Yeah, they like their tools and stuff. But yeah, so this is heavily based on it. We got the memes on the back. We have a bunch of extras. There's a series trailer. On this disc is the original broadcast bumper and credits, which have that live action stuff. That footage was used for like the Japanese promotions and all over the place. So and they reused it here. We have the meme compilation video. If you remember the original Darkstalkers Stupidity video, we recreated that in high quality with Matt's blessing. And there's commentaries on 3 episodes with our buddy Matt McMuscles as well. A bunch of stuff on this disc. Unfortunately, I found that intro after we finished and pressed this disc, so we couldn't include the original intro on this disc, but it is on the Mega Man disc as a trailer bonus, so it is out there. I never thought in a million years I would find it, and so we were managed to include it as a trailer.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, but
So it's gettable.
It is gettable, and I imagine if you're buying this, you're going to buy Mega Man. Turbo. Turbo, yeah. So, but yeah, this one also has a really cool menu. Probably the neatest looking menu I've ever done, I think.
This just like all the other ones, based on the video game stuff, it is also interactive, and the actual there's like an intro, and then the actual menu pops up at a certain point after the intro.
Yeah, very fun stuff. And also, this disc is based off of the Japanese discs. I did like that I could include the Graz Entertainment production on there with the Trouble Man by Andrew Gold, which is a very cool song, by the way. But yeah, this is heavily based on the Japanese PlayStation game as an homage to that. But yeah, fun, cool animated series. This is a goofy guilty pleasure for me. I don't even like saying guilty pleasure. It's just fun. It's just a fun show.
Well, I mean, I had to throw everything you sent my way on this just because to put it gently, I do not consider this a very auspicious cartoon, but you just go full throttle on it.
Yeah, it was just fun.
You show something like this so much love, and it really does elevate the material. It's neat. And here's another little thing that you threw at me that I thought was cool: the commercial interstitials,
the original bumpers.
Darkstalkers will return. And now, back to Darkstalkers.
This was lost to time except for on my VHS tape that I found. So I may be the only person who ever recorded Darkstalkers when it aired, and that's from my personal recording. So there you go, preserved.
Awesome stuff. Well, we'll be back after one final message, our last announcement for today's program. Let's check it out.
仮面ライダーストロンガー上司茂は自ら進んで改造手術を受けて電気人間となり、日本の平和と正義を守るため世界征服を狙う悪の組織ブラックサタンを倒すべく完全と立ち上がった。
Well, that's pretty exciting because it looks like Kamen Rider Stronger is coming to Blu-ray.
Yeah, and you get not one but 2 Kamen Rider announcements.
Yeah, this was instead of doing another pin drop, then we decided let's go with the end of the original run of Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm. And this one is an interesting spin, huh? Because all, and this is also the one where it's like normally the Kamen Rider formula is it's a dark hero who kind of unwittingly or unwillingly was transformed into something not human. This guy wanted to do it. Cool stuff. And it's going to be a new essay by Mike Dent on the disc, art gallery, and of course a belt commercial, because you can't be a Kamen Rider if you don't have the transformation belt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our program for today. And oh yeah, I also have to say again, we now have even more Kamen Rider releases than the more we previously had than the other guys. So keep up, build your Kamen Rider collection with us, and we'll do our best to keep it coming. I think this is something to be proud of. So just if you came in late on the stream and you were wondering what you missed, here is a complete list of what we talked about today. A few of the announcements we made, you can see at the top. Those are right around the corner. They're going to be coming out probably in October, end of October. The rest of the stuff is not going to be coming out until later. We don't have a date on them yet. We're pretty sure that Monster is not going to be until 2026 because there's a lot of work to be done on that one. But the others are in the pipeline, and they'll be coming your way before you know it. Any final thoughts, fellas?
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for sticking with us for 20 years. I'm so happy and thankful to be working for Discotek and to be in the auspices of all these cool people who work on these things, who are not only colleagues but friends. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for coming along for the ride.
And it's always great to announce titles people are looking forward to, because all of these are things people are looking forward to and are going to get excited about, and we're just happy to see them finally get out there in some cases.
Like, it's very few jobs where you get to be Santa Claus every year, you know? Like, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you're right then when you put it that way.
Anything else to say, David?
Well, I don't know. Justin would probably end it off with some kind of witty one-liner or something, but I've got nothing. I just want to say thanks to everyone who has stuck with us throughout the 20 years that we've been doing this. I mean, I've only been doing it 5, but in those 5 years, I've learned that the thing that I look forward to the most is always these presentations and panels and things, and just seeing the reaction. You know, I think that it makes the effort and the pain and tears all worth it in the end.
All right, great. Well, I'm always happy to put these on for everyone, and I hope some of my enthusiasm and my energy has rubbed off on you, and we can all go out and build our collections together. Let's do it. Let's enjoy physical media, and let's have a lot of fun. Okay, guys, now you can go. And it's not set in stone yet, but we'll probably see you in our online stream in January. So until then, take care.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.